Hi, this is Patricia Cornwell, and you are listening to James and Florence on the Forum.
Hi, everyone. This is James Patrick of the Forum Celebrity Podcast, and we're very excited to be doing a show with author JL Rothstein. We'll be talking about her book, Vengeance, the upcoming Boston Comic-Con, produced by Fan Expo on August 12th to the 14th, which she will be attending. She had a great attendance the last time. You guys talked about online, how you guys met her, and the great things that you said about her booths. They were one of the best that were out there with writers, and it's very exciting time for us, especially with the release of Vengeance tomorrow. How are you, Florence? It's a pretty exciting time for Jen.
I'm doing great, and I am very excited for Jen. I know everyone's been waiting for the third installment of the Heaven Sent series, and I know how excited everybody is because I've been getting all this feedback, especially because she's one of our authors from our celebrity book club, and just getting a lot of attention. I know this week, just promoting Vengeance has been such a huge thing. We've been getting thousands and thousands of views on our reels and on our posts, and it's just been amazing. But Jen, we are so excited to have you back. So how are you doing?
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be back talking with both of you.
I think, Jen, what's really exciting, too, is that we did get thousands of responses about your book on TikTok even. That's more towards a younger crowd. So it seems like everybody of all ages seems to be connected to the Heaven Sent series.
That has been probably the most amazing part, because I think as an author, you go into marketing and you think, okay, this is my audience, right? It's this person, or it's this age group, or it's this demographic. And then it's just so amazing to see the actuality of it, to actually talk to people and say, oh, no, this person liked it and this person liked it. And it's just been all over the place. And that's probably one of the better, more exciting things that's been happening the last few years with book 1 and 2. So I'm very excited to get book 3 out there.
Now, Atonement set the stage. Why don't you talk about Vengeance again? That will be released fully tomorrow. Why don't you talk about why everyone is so excited about Vengeance?
I think the premise of the story, as you know, is this family of guardians that's down here on Earth fighting and pushing back against evil forces. And each book surrounds one of the 3 sisters of the O'Mara family. And I think I really tested the family in book 2. I think I really pushed them to the brink. So if you're following along with the books and you get through the second story and you get to the end, you're sort of like, oh my goodness, you left them in shambles, if you will. But there's just so much that really had challenged them as a family. Obviously, these are supernatural entities, but at the heart of it, they're a family and they're really broken. And so I think a lot of people came back to me after book 2 and said, oh my goodness, hurry up and write book 3 because you can't leave me here. I need to know what happened to Deb. I need to know what's going on with Kelly and where she ran off to. And I need to understand how Jen is going to pull this thing back together. And so that for me really resonated in the fact that people were relating to the family, the fact that they were sisters, and the fact that they were a family first and foremost.
It reminded me a little bit of the Avengers next to the last movie. You were kind of disheartened, and it just seemed like, wow, this isn't going to end very well. And I kind of am depressed a little bit and discouraged at the characters. They got to come back. So I wanted the Avengers movie out the next week so I could really see what happened. And this reminds me a lot of it. There's been a lot of anticipation, especially with people connecting with the characters. So I'm really looking forward to how this ends.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because I felt the same way, Jim. I mean, I remember leaving the movie theater and being like, oh my goodness, they can't leave us here. But then as a creator and a writer, you're sort of doing the same thing in the sense that you want that drama. You want there to be very, very high stakes before you go into sort of the last part of the storyline, like the climactic ending of the storyline. So I'm glad that you sort of felt that way, because I think that means that you've achieved, a high level of drama in that second book.
The Comic-Cons have become so popular around the world, even, especially in the United States. Tell the audience how important it is for you to connect to fans in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I think that when you're at a Comic-Con, if you've never attended one, you should definitely go, even just as, never mind as a vendor, but just as a fan in general. I think that the fact that it's so open, right? That everybody there just has such a, they're fans first and foremost, and they love these characters. They love these storylines. These storylines are truly tested through time. And everybody's just so open to hearing your story from an artist's perspective. So when I was there last year, I didn't really know what to expect. I had never been a vendor at a fan expo, and I was just amazed at how many people were willing to even just stop by and have the conversation and listen to your pitch, probably more so than any other event that I've actually done. And I think that that speaks to the fact that they're just so open to that creative process, and they're so open to all these different various characters in world building. I think they're lovers. I think they're lovers first and foremost of world building. The bigger the world, the more creative the world, the more they're into it. And so I just, who knew it was going to be as successful as it was, but I was just blown away by the reception and by the fact that we, my husband went with me as a partner, and we sold out of these collective boxes that we put together, and we're doing something similar again this year. So we're very excited to go back and connect with people again.
I have to be honest, I really enjoyed the pictures of your husband. He's a great support, obviously, for you, and it looked like he was having a blast.
Oh yeah, he's a Comic-Con fan. He's obviously a Marvel Universe fan, and so he was having a good time chatting with people, especially the people that dress up, and it was so, it was work, but it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
If you've never gone to one, it is just really a free place where people dress up. It's just a really good time. No one really judging. It's people get really into the characters of the books and the movies and everything else. So it's very exciting. What can fans expect when they come up to your booth?
Yeah, I mean, I love being able to just chat with people, not just about my stories, but about other stuff that's going on at Fan Expo. And there was a lot of exchanging of social media. We took a lot of pictures. We followed people. People followed us. Got another new exclusive box for Fan Expo this year, similar to what we did last year, where all 3 books will fit in it. We've got some prizes to go along with it, and we're going to be doing some giveaways. So we hope that people stop by, and even if they're not necessarily interested in the books, that they exchange social media, that they follow our website, and that they just chat with us about the experience of being at Fan Expo.
It sounds so exciting. And I know from all the love you get on social media, I mean, speaking of the fans, you have such, diehard fans. I mean, they love the book. They love the series. Very excited about Vengeance, all the marketing and promotions and all the stuff that's been out there about it. It's just been receiving so much love and support. But I do also know from your fans, they want to know what's next. Vengeance is released. We know it's going to be a big hit. The series has been fantastic. Do you have anything else planned after the Heaven Sent series?
I don't right away. Right now, I'm trying to really stay in the moment and enjoy the fact that I got through this. Sometimes I just step back and said, who wrote those 3 books? Like that, who was this person, right? So I'm trying to stay at the moment and really enjoy it, so that I don't look back later and be like, wow, that was a whirlwind, and I don't even remember that. Like, I really want to remember this book launch more than some of the others that felt very rushed. And even though this was a little bit on the rush side as well, I just really want to stay in that moment. But I have to say, Heaven Sent is such a big world, and these characters have really impacted people who have reached out to me, that I have started to think, there's no saying that it just has to be 3 books. So we'll see what happens when the fans read it. But I never say never here in this world. But we'll see where we go from here. But I'll definitely obviously keep writing and keep putting material out there. And I'm so excited to see what people's reviews are like.
Also, what's important is you guys make sure you follow us all, but also follow JL at JL Rothstein 1 on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you comment about her book, put likes, make sure you share your experience. If you have some review and you want to don't give any spoilers, please, but tell the things that you liked about the book and share it. That would be fantastic, because JL's got a great loyal following, and be a part of the fun in the Heaven Sent series.
I so appreciate that.
I think that your fans are so excited about this, and I know you're going to get amazing reviews. I know there's already been a positive buzz. So I just want to thank you, because I know the night before a book release is a very, I'm sure, kind of a nerve-wracking time with all the excitement and the positive buzz. So thank you so much, Jen, for doing this. We really appreciate you coming back to the forum, and we're so excited about tomorrow.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so appreciative for both of your time, and you've been such a great support of mine. And I just love coming on and catching up with you and being able to chit chat about writing and the writing process and what's new. So thank you so much for this.
That's great. And we're going to have JL on again. I would like to have her on to talk about the process that she went through. Writing is very difficult. Some people just think they can get a notepad and start writing. There's a lot to it. Again, Vengeance, the third book in the Heaven Sent series, on Amazon or wherever books are sold. Thank you so much, Jennifer, being on, and we look forward to talking to you and for the success of this great series, ending with vengeance.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks, guys. Thanks for